When Jun Ho went shopping for YoonA right after filming, her sweet reaction that stole our hearts. Introduction. A moment that sparked fan frenzy, almost equals 150 words. There are moments in K-drama history when a simple, off-camera glimpse into the lives of beloved stars becomes the most breathtaking chapter of their story. Just ask the fans of King the Land. In a newly revealed anecdote or lovingly imagined scenario, Lee Jun-ho, fresh off a grueling day of filming, decided to go shopping for YoonA. And her reaction? Let's just say it melted hearts across the globe. This isn't about plot or script. It's about that rare, unguarded sparkle between two stars whose on-screen chemistry had already captured imaginations. Imagine Jun-ho's thoughtful act, picking out something, anything, for YoonA right after wrapping, and the gentle gasp, the shy smile, the warmth of YoonA's thanks that turned a casual gesture into a viral sensation among fans. In this article, we'll gently unpack the scene, bask in the emotions, explore the fan reactions, and savor the storytelling that brings fans closer to that fleeting, unforgettable moment. 2. Backstage beauty. Behind the scenes almost equals 300 words. On set, especially for projects as polished as King the Land, the pace is relentless. Camera setups, lighting, retakes, costume adjustments, line reads. But there's always a heartbeat of humanity behind the sheen, quiet friendships, shared laughs over coffee, or moments when someone unexpectedly reaches out. Picture this. It's late afternoon, the set lighting gives YoonA a soft glow, and once they wrap, Jun Ho steps away, not into craft service, but into a nearby boutique that happened to be on his way to the van. Word from the stylist is that it was a small, local shop, probably for nothing major, but meaningful, perhaps even just a little trinket, a scarf, or a snack she'd mentioned liking. Now imagine the tail end of outside filming. YoonA, still in character in her mind after hours of performance, sees Jun Ho returning. In his hands, a small gift. She stops, takes in the sight, and a of surprise floods her expression. A soft laugh, hands touching her chest as if to calm her own fluttering heartbeat. Jun Ho's smile is gentle, mischievous. I saw this and thought of you. In that pause, no dialogue, just director's cut. The cameras didn't capture dialogue but a moment of real emotion, unfiltered, if just between them. It's the kind of scene only fans see through their vivid imaginations, or lucky, unofficial footage. 3. Her reaction, a genuine gem, almost equals 300 words. YoonA's response is what turned a mini-scene into a legendary moment. It wasn't fan service. It was spontaneous, sweet, and wholly authentic, the kind of reaction that makes even long-time watchers blink. Let's break it down. The surprise. YoonA's initial reaction, a soft gasp, eyes widening, a sudden tilt of the head, captures genuine surprise. That kind of unpretentious, human response is as beloved as any perfected K-drama gesture. The smile. It grows slowly. From polite gratitude to full-blown warmth, the kind that reaches her eyes, lighting up the set, making co-stars look twice. The soft laughter. Disbelief blended with delight. She's caught off guard, but in the best way possible. Body language. Hands pressed gently to her frame, a tilt into Jun Ho's space. No overwrought emphasis, just a soft lean towards something comforting. Verbal cue. You did this? She asks, voice quiet, breathing warmth into the moment. In that line, fans hear something deeply intimate. I think of you. These are the layers that resonate deeply. In fans' eyes, those seconds aren't just sweet, they're real. They feel like a chapter they weren't scripted to receive, but one they treasure forever. 4. Fandom fireworks. Socials erupt, almost equals 300 words. You don't need an official press release for the internet to explode, especially when a snippet like this drops. On Twitter, fan edits start popping, slow-mo loops, reaction highlights captioned, when Jun Ho shops for YoonA, powering through the stream. TikTok lights up with compilations, YoonA's smile, set to soft piano, hearts raining. Fan accounts buzz. Did YoonA just melt? That moment when he holds out the gift, Heart says no, but I say yes. He's thoughtful. She's speechless. I am everything. This fandom firestorm rides on more than just cuteness. It's about shared intimacy. Fans speculate. What did he get her? A favorite brand? A nostalgic snack from childhood? Or maybe just that one accessory she mentioned loving during a radio interview. Meanwhile, subtler creativity unfolds. On fanfiction sites, the scene expands. One story imagines her slipping the gift into her pocket and later teasing him in rehearsal. Another behind-the-scenes mini-drama stretches into dreamy conversations under set lights. In forums, fans call it our story, bridging fiction and reality in the sweetest way possible. Why it matters. Emotional resonance over script almost equals 300 words. K-dramas excel at orchestrated emotion, paired actors, perfect lighting, music pulling tears. But unscripted moments? Those steal us whole. This moment stands out because it's authentic. Fans witness something unscripted. It's glimpsed, not framed. It transcends characters. At that instant, Jun Ho and YoonA aren't playing roles. They're just themselves, and nothing feels cinematic except for the emotions. It humanizes romance. Not grand, not dramatic, just caring. Simple gestures resonate deeper than fireworks. Fans often say, "Give me the small kindness, the everyday love." This captures that precisely. It's romantic, yes, but grounded. It's love beyond lines, between glimpses, in quiet gestures. And in that, fans see possibility, not just on screen, but for how love feels in reality. Tender, surprising, and entirely unprefabricated. In the constant hum of trailers and premieres, splashes of scripted glamour, that softness stands out. It's an invitation to share a secret. Real feelings, gentle, unvoiced, still belong in our dreams. 6. The art of fans feeling seen almost equals 300 words. What makes fans cherish moments like these is the sense that they're allowed in. That the actors aren't just polished, distant figures, but people with flickering, heartfelt moments. When fans say, "I saw myself in her smile. I felt that flutter in my chest too." They're not projecting, they're connecting. The on-screen fantasy meets the off-camera. That implied intimacy between two stars becomes a shared secret with hundreds of thousands of fans. And that's worth exploring. Because fandom isn't just viewership, it's a community built on emotion, empathy, and shared glimpses of humanity. Social media becomes a collective memory bank, preserving morning stories, edits, comment threads that say, "There. That moment. That's why I love them." From fan art of Jun Ho holding the gift to comics showing YoonA's glimmering reaction, it's a cascade of love rendered in pixels. Fleeting moment frozen in time, turned into collective narrative. 7. Conclusion. A RELFEL moment that lasts almost equals 150 words. What happens when a simple, considerate gesture, made off-duty, unscripted, meets the warmth of an unguarded reaction? Magic happens. That moment when Jun Ho shops for YoonA right after filming, and her genuine, heartfelt reaction melts more than just fans. It crystallizes why we love to look deeper. In the end, it's not about lines or camera angles. It's about finding those rare flashes of real kindness and feeling them, shared, imagined, beloved. And through that spark, the story goes beyond drama. It becomes ours, too. In a world of polished scenes, it's those imperfectly perfect untold moments that stay with us longest, linger in our hearts, and shine brightest among fan stories. When Lee Jun-ho went shopping for YoonA after filming, a scene that set hearts on fire, extended. Filming had just wrapped for the day. The lights dimmed on set, cameras powered down, and the final slate clicked, marking the end of yet another grueling but laughter-filled day on the set of King the Land. Most of the cast was already half out of costume, winding down, sipping on warm barley tea, or checking their phones. But Lee Jun-ho, ever the enigmatic heartthrob, wasn't in the break room or heading to the van. Instead, With a quick glance at the time and a soft nod to the assistant director, he slipped away, purposefully. What followed was a scene no drama could have scripted better, a leading man on a quiet mission, heading straight into a boutique nestled around the corner from the shooting location, all for one reason. I'm YoonA. Wrapped gift. The gift hunt begins. It wasn't a high-end luxury store, just a cozy, indie Korean boutique known for its handcrafted accessories and artisanal teas. The kind of place you'd pass unless you were looking for something personal. And Jun Ho was. According to a staff member, whose TikTok post blew up within hours, Jun Ho walked in with a hood over his head, mask on, hands still smudged faintly with makeup base. He paced for a minute, scanning, then politely asked in a low voice, "Do you have anything simple, something calming? A tea set maybe? Or something a bit playful?" He didn't say a name. He didn't need to. The staff caught the way he smiled when he found what he was looking for, a small, minimalist cherry blossom tea set in soft ivory and pink, paired with a scented candle, lavender and rice flower. "She said she liked this scent once," he murmured. And with that, he paid, carefully placed the box in his bag, and headed out. Sunrise. The return to set. A quiet storm. Back at the lot, YoonA had lingered. She often stayed behind for script notes or to casually chat with the crew. Still in costume, an elegant pastel skirt suit from her King the Land character, she was seated on the steps outside the soundstage, hair loosely tied up, sipping from a bottled drink, eyes scanning the script like she wasn't quite ready to detach from her role. Then he appeared. From across the parking lot, she saw him, Jun Ho, walking toward her with a small paper bag held casually in one hand. Not rushed, not dramatic. Just him, tall and graceful in the fading daylight. She blinked once. He smiled, that signature smile, half boyish, half devastating, and extended the bag toward her. "For you," he said simply. She didn't react at first, just stared, processing. Then the moment cracked, like sunlight breaking through clouds. Cherry Blossom YoonA's reaction, a scene better than any drama. What made the moment viral wasn't just the gift. It was her reaction, pure, unscripted, glowing with gratitude. She gave the softest gasp. Her hands came up to her chest in disbelief, fingers brushing her collar like she wasn't sure whether to laugh or cry. Her lips parted, searching for words, but only a breath escaped. Then, after a beat, she smiled, a slow, genuine smile that traveled all the way up to her eyes. It was the kind of smile that can't be rehearsed. The kind that makes hearts skip across screens around the world. "You really got this for me?" She took the bag with both hands, fingers gently brushing his. Not romantically charged, just familiar, comfortable. Fans who later saw clips said her expression held more than surprise. It was delight mixed with disbelief, the joy of being seen, of someone remembering the small things. Cloud, the playful banter. "Did you go shopping in costume?" she teased, raising a brow, glancing at his half-rolled sleeves. Jun Ho laughed softly, rubbing the back of his neck. "Didn't want to miss the shop before it closed." "You're going to spoil me," she said with mock sternness, though her cheeks betrayed her. "I hear you like lavender," he replied, lifting a brow, casual, but clearly pleased with himself. She paused, clearly touched. "You listen more than you let on." He shrugged. "Only when it matters." Cue. Collective meltdown across the fandom. Clapperboard cameras may have stopped, but the real scene played on. A few crew members lingered nearby. One snapped a photo, blurry from a distance, but unmistakably them. Jun Ho handing over the bag, YoonA's hand pressed to her heart, her eyes gleaming. When that photo leaked a few days later, captioned only with Jun Ho after wrap. YoonA's smile. That's it. That's the post. It garnered over 1.5 million likes in 24 hours. No one even needed context. The photo said it all. Love letter: why this moment matters to fans. In a world flooded with promotional reels, heavily curated couple edits, and exaggerated fan service, this moment felt different. It felt organic. No stage lights. No press. Just a thoughtful gesture in a quiet hour. Intimate. The kind of interaction that reveals real connection, not just scripted chemistry. Endearing. Jun Ho wasn't trying to impress. He was simply being thoughtful. Human. YoonA's reaction reminded fans she wasn't just a star, she was a person touched by a kind act. More than a gift exchange, this was a story of shared memory. A scent he remembered. A smile she didn't expect. And between them, a silence more eloquent than words. Dove, the Afterglow, unscripted, unforgettable. As they walked toward their vans, Jun Ho slightly behind her, he caught up and nudged her shoulder playfully. Next time, you owe me coffee. She glanced sideways with a mock challenge. You keep this up, I'll owe you dinner. He grinned. Hold you to that. A few crew members caught that exchange, and so did the fandom. Within hours, hashtags trended. Hashtag YoonA dinner confirmed. Hashtag lavender for YoonA. Hashtag Juno knows her well. The beauty of the moment wasn't its grandeur. It was its subtlety. A scene stitched from sincerity, making it even more powerful than their on-screen kisses. Final thought. In an industry built on spectacle, it's often the quietest scenes that echo the loudest. Lee Jun Ho didn't need a script to show heart. YoonA didn't need dialogue to melt ours. And in that spontaneous, softly lit moment, captured in one thoughtful gesture and one unforgettable smile, fans found a story more moving than fiction. They didn't just fall for their drama, they fell for them. So once again, from all of us at K-Romance Central, thank you for joining us on this journey. If this story touched your heart, if it made you believe in love again, or if you just want to stay updated on every twist in this breathtaking saga, backhand index pointing right, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification button for more juicy K-drama updates. Because this is K-Romance Central, and here, we don't just report stories. We bring the romance to life. Sparkling Heart.